Beloved brothers and sisters in the Lord Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this brief presentation of what the Lord has enabled us to do with your generous prayers and financial support in a village called Dobinga Wadjam, a remote village in the Sahel part of the northern region by the Lake Lagdo. Dobinga Wadjam, a village of about 2,000 people, surrounded by many other small villages, mainly of fishermen and cattle rearers. It was a pleasure to visit this church in 2019, a church that was planted by some young men who left this village to the town of Gaundere, where they heard the gospel, they were touched by the gospel, and they came back to the village where they preached, and more than 50 people gave their lives to the Lord, mainly youths. And with the help of the church in Gaundere, a church building that you see on the screen was planted, was built, and the church started. We visited a very vibrant and dynamic fellowship, mainly of youths. After preaching the gospel to them, after exhorting them, we realized we could not communicate one-on-one because neither of the members of this church could speak English or French. They speak only their local language. And when we preach, it was translated into their local language. And when we asked why could they not speak even the minimum of French, we're told they don't go to school. As we inquired further, we realized the nearest school is 2 hours by canoe across the lake to some other village. And they're not ready to pay that price. 2 hours by canoe, by small boat, across the river, across the lake to the next village. We're heartbroken, and we decided to start a school. We should say something about this village. This village, in their culture, the girls get married at 12, 13, 14. At 16, a girl is getting too old and may never have a husband because she's already old at 16. So most of these children, uneducated, are already mothers. Their husbands, the young men of 16, 17, 18, go into the lake with their parents to fish. The women will be behind to do some farming, and that is their livelihood from January to December. With so many children, uneducated, and we imagine how this vicious cycle will go on without a school. So we moved to the village chief, and we met the village chief, a Muslim. And we thanked him for allowing that church to be planted in his village. And we told him we want to start a school and a health center. The village chief was very, very happy, very, very thankful, and immediately gave us land. He said we should go ahead with the school, but for the health center, he wants us to give him water to drink because they don't have any potable water in that village. It is Sahel. The rivers or the streams come up for a few weeks, a few months in the rainy season, and it goes dry. And they all go to the lake from where they have drinking water, bathing water, and so forth. So we immediately started the school project. This was the month of April. And in the month of October, the school project started. This is the lake where they drink from, where they bathe in, they cook with this, and so forth. So in the month of October, we started this school, having put up this building. There were 3 classes in that building, and the rest of the school continued under trees. First year, there were 518 students pupils registered in the school. To tell you that these children want to go to school, but there's no school available. These children coming to school, want you to know, are mothers, are husbands who are in their teens. But we got them to come to school in spite of all that. And to attract them to school, they had school material free and they pay no fees. After the first year, we started in October. In March, there was the global shutdown and the school was closed. We reopened October last year, and as an incentive, we came and we gave prizes to the best girls in school and to the best boys in school to encourage them. This young man, when he got his prize, he burst into tears to tell you they really want to go to school, they want to learn, if only they're given the opportunity. So we started this school with 518 pupils. When we went back at the beginning of the second year, there were 474 on the first day of school. We visited the school going from one classroom to another. This is a classroom under the trees. By the grace of God, we started the second building, which is not yet finished. No classroom will be under the tree. All the 6 classes will be in the classrooms. The buildings are not yet complete, but they indicate something. They are a major step ahead. And this has caused attraction from the neighboring villages, and they are migrating to this village. It would not be surprising if after a very short time, this village doubles or triples in number. The other thing we've accomplished in this village is the borehole to give them potable water. And for this, I want to particularly thank Bishop Robinson and the church in Westminster for their generous contribution. This is what happened the day the borehole was drilled. It was such a big celebration in the village. When water came out, there was such rejoicing and dancing. We've built the chateau, the pillars that will carry the water tank. The solar panel has been put in place, and the solar pump, and now there's potable water in this village due to your generous contribution. But I want to say this is just the tip of the iceberg. It is the need all over. And this work, the school and the water project, has opened up this village and neighboring villages to the gospel. They now know that Jesus does not only change their hearts, but he changes their lives. And they are open to the gospel. More and more of the villagers are coming to know the Lord Jesus Christ. And this little church has planted another church 5 kilometers away, something like 3.5 miles away. They planted another church where one of the teachers of the school lives. So they could go to this church, to that village, preach the gospel and plant a church there because someone in that village comes to Dobinga Wadjam. We want to thank you for all of your contribution, for all of your prayers. You are changing the lives of people, taking them from darkness to light, not only in the spirit, but also physically. We want to express to you some of our needs. We need to complete the school project. We have to build the school directors and teachers' office, their quarters. We have to construct school toilets and showers because there are no toilets in this village. They don't have the tradition of pit toilets. They go to the bush. We want to put showers and toilets in the school, and want to start constructing the dispensary in this school that will serve the rest of the village. Your generous contribution for us to continue this good work for the glory of Jesus Christ is highly welcome. Thank you, and God bless you for what you have done and for what you will do.